Rock on, rock on. My name is Ben Cool. I'm a sports analyst and host of BC60. Here everyone, Ray Maxwell, the Education Initiative Manager at Center of Puppetry Arts. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
I'm excited for our conversation ahead. I appreciate taking time out of your busy schedule to join me. I have a few questions for you.
Yes,
What is your favorite puppet to use during your shows? And what makes that puppet special to you?
that's a hard question. I've used so many puppets and I continue to use so many puppets in the shows that I do. I don't know if I have a favorite. I'm about to start rehearsals for a show that is about American tall tales, like Paul Bunyan and Pecos Bill and John Henry. And I have a rabbit puppet whose name is Paul Bunny instead of Paul Bunyan. And he's a hand and rod puppet. He's moved with my hand inside his mouth like this, so that when I move my hand, he can talk. And he's just got a lot of personality. He might be one of my favorite puppets.
Rock on. and, and my favorite puppet that I use is Ben Cool. How do you bring the puppets alive?
How do you bring puppets alive? That's a really good question, too. I start with 3 different specific techniques to bring my puppets to life. The first is finding the eye focus. When a puppet is looking at something, the audience wants to look at that thing too, or another character. And when a puppet appears to be actually focused on something, the audience tends to believe it. So focus is super important. After that, breath, because anything alive breathes and anything that isn't alive doesn't breathe. That's kind of the lowest common denominator to separate the two things. So if you can give a puppet the illusion of breath, then the audience is going to immediately connect to that as a living thing. And that helps make that leap of faith from non-believer to believer. So you've got breath and focus. And then the third ingredient that I tend to go to is the intentional movement. So we as people, living beings, move with a reason. We don't just usually just kind of wiggle around for no reason. So I try to bring that into my puppet performance so that when a puppet is moving, there's a real specific reason why, and it's not just kind of wiggling. And that's the third thing that really helps the audience connect with a puppet as a living thing.
Rock on. And what is coming up next for the
So
Center
next,
of Puppetry Arts?
yeah, the Center for Puppetry Arts, we are getting ready to wrap up our world premiere show on the Stinky Cheese Man and Fairly Stupid Tales. It's based on a children's book that we turned into a musical this spring. So that closes in a couple of weeks. And the next big project is American Tall Tales, which I mentioned earlier. That's going to be our summer show. It's also a big, giant musical with live music, singing, dancing, and puppets.
Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah, please come.
And where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Well, that's another really good question. 5 years from now, I will be 60 years old. And so um, I I see, hopefully I will still be teaching puppets. I do a lot of teaching in addition to the performing that I do. I teach at Agnes Scott College and some other organizations, and I'm really enjoying helping new and upcoming puppeteers learn how to how to get work and get stronger in their craft. And so in 5 years from now, I hope to be doing a lot more of that too.
I see myself 5 years from now doing broadcasting for the Charlotte Hornets.
That's great.
And what made you get into doing puppets?
Well, it was really accidental. I wasn't thinking about puppets as a career at all. I was an actor out of college and I was working in Hawaii, and I got kind of was starting to hang out with some folks who were trying some new techniques with puppetry. They were really interested in using some ancient Asian puppet techniques with some more modern day puppet storytelling for adult audiences. And they asked me if I wanted to try it out, and we all just kind of jumped in and experimented, tried things, didn't really know what we were doing, sort of taught ourselves, and I got really, really interested. So I did some research about where I could learn more, and I ended up going back to school to get my graduate degree in puppetry at the University of Connecticut. And while I was there, I met many, 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 many people in the field, and it helped kind of shape the direction of my career.
That's gnarly. And if you had to create a puppet, what would they look like?
Let's see. Trying to see if I have any puppets around here that I've made. Oh, I can show you a couple. So if you can see here, I'm going to show you an owl that I made in graduate school, and then another little hand puppet that I made for a workshop. They're both hand puppets. This is what they look like. You see that? Oh, and I made these too, or sort of. These are nuns. See them?
I think they're cool looking.
Thank you. They're made out of bowling pins.
Awesome.
So most of my puppets are packed away in varying boxes to go with shows that I do. I'm working from home today. So this is my home studio, but I'm usually at the Center for Puppetry Arts in the education department, where I manage all of our programs that go off-site to teach people about puppets. And we have lots more there in my office at work.
For letting us know about your puppets.
You're welcome.
And thank you so much for sitting down with me for the interview. It was a pleasure to speak with you, hear your insight, your stories, and perspective are inspiring. Grateful for the opportunity to learn from you.
Thank you so much. It was really fun to talk to you.
Welcome on, welcome on. That's the end of my show. See you soon, everyone.